Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from Skiessentials.com. Sorry I'm squinting, I'm looking into the sun here at Stowe Mountain Resort. But we're here testing these 2018 K2 Marksmans. Quite a few of our staff have skied these over the past few weeks, and there have been some really positive responses to them. A lot of different skiers are liking them from a lot of different backgrounds. And I had yet to try them, so I figured I'd come up here today. I'm taking some kind of selfie style runs to show you guys some footage of me skiing them. And I'm having a blast. Wait, let it die down. Alright, that's a little better. Anyways, I'm having a blast on these skis. It's definitely right up my alley. I have kind of a park skiing freestyle background, but definitely still like to rip around the mountain pretty fast and ski a variety of different terrain. So this is great. Big old twin tip. It's got a lot of rocker in it, but it does have some camber underfoot. 106 underfoot. So, you know, what was once a powder ski and is now, gosh, just more of an all-mountain ski. But yeah, anyways, they're relatively light. This is a 177, which Matt, who wrote the article that this is going along with, is about my size, and he was skiing the next size up. It's super playful. That was the first thing I noticed. Incredibly easy to throw back and forth, but still some good torsional stiffness. The whole flex of the ski is really even. I think I broke my elbow, so I'm really bad at flexing skis. But if you can see, it's a really even flex from tip to tail. Something that happens when you don't have, you know, a sheet of metal that's partially in the ski and not through the whole thing. That wood and the carbon really create a consistent flex pattern through the whole ski, which I really like. It makes things like butters really easy. You can kind of slash and smear turns really easily. And you know, let's not forget that these skis, they're an asymmetrical side cut. So when you put them together, you can see there's a lot more taper in the tips and the tails on the outer edge. And essentially that comes into play in powder, which there's really no powder here today. But in soft snow, essentially it creates a matching turn radius from your outside edge of your inside ski to the inside edge of your outside ski. If you've ever skied powder and you've had your tips cross, basically in soft snow, your outer ski can have a shorter turn radius than your inner ski, just because of the way it's flexing and the way that you're weighting and stuff like that. So if you're skiing powder and your outside ski comes in and kind of hooks your inside ski, that's what these were basically designed to prevent. If you're unfamiliar with the ski, it's basically Pep Fuhas's pro model. Pep Fuhas is an awesome skier. He's somebody that I've looked up to for a long time. Definitely a kind of terrain park background, but has transitioned into really just skiing backcountry lines and being kind of a powder hound, just absolute shredder of a skier. So this is kind of his design, or he helped K2 in the design process of this ski, and I think they did a phenomenal job. I think anybody like myself that kind of has a terrain park background, Matt McGinnis, who wrote the article, is somewhat similar. We used to ski park together back in the day, and now that we're getting a little older and a little more injured, we're kind of turning into more all-mountain skiers. And we both love this ski. Definitely good for, like I said, somebody like us. But also, you know, we had some testers on this ski that they're not park skiers at all. They've never been park skiers. They're not going to go through the park and do 360s and butters and stuff like that. Definitely like a really playful tree ski. I'll go ahead and throw out less aggressive, because there's no metal in it, and I actually feel if your weight gets thrown back on this ski, you can wheelie out a little bit. Again, I was skiing the 177, so that's part of where that's coming from. But if you're like a super aggressive charging skier that likes to rip down everything, you might want a stiffer tail, or just a non-twin tip ski. But for myself, I'm having an absolute blast on them. really fun to ski switch, really fun to do little butters and stuff like that. Really easy to throw sideways and kind of slash turns, which is sometimes my style of skiing. And yeah, that's the 2018 K2 Marksman. We did have it as part of our 2018 ski test that just wrapped up. So you'll see a little bit more about it when we release the test results. But we wanted to give it a little bit of a highlight video, so that's why we're here today. And yeah, check them out if you haven't seen them or skied them yet. They're really cool, very unique with the asymmetrical side cut, a left and a right ski. Something that we don't see too much, but seeing a little bit more and more from K2 and Elan and some other brands. So yeah, check them out. K2 Marksman, Pep Fuhas's ski. And I'm gonna go take some more runs. The sun is coming out here and it is glorious. And I'm gonna try and go find some stuff to jump off of, because these things like to be in the air. We'll see you guys on the slopes.